Hello and thanks for tuning in for this Essential RC flight test, and today we are looking at the Dynam F4U Corsair sent to us by our friends at banggood.com. Now this is a 1.27 meter wingspan model. It's made of EPO foam, so it's a good size. It's still going to fit on the back seat of your car when you're taking it to the flying field. It's made of EPO foam, so it's going to be resilient to knocks that you might give it and the occasional bad landing, and it comes with everything that you need to fly, less the receiver, transmitter and the LiPo flight battery. So it's got all the servos included, it's got the motor, it's got the speed controller, it's got the propeller and it's got the spinner. So you've just got to find the transmitter, the receiver and the LiPo flight pack to fly. Okay, so let's unbox it, let's see what we get. Okay, so we've got all the components unpacked. Let's have a quick look at what we've got. So starting with the fuselage, at the front you can see that we've got the motor already installed, and underneath, so you're going to fit the wing underneath into that recess. And if I take the canopy off, obviously on the canopy we're going to have to put on the glass over the top and the pilot inside as well, and they give some decals for the cockpit as well. Inside the rather big, large fuselage, we've got some Velcro at the front, which we'll have to re-glue in to hold the battery in place. We've got all the connections for the rudder and the elevator that we'll put into the receiver. We've got our speed controller in place. We've got this T connector in place to plug into our flight pack, and the servos you can see already there for the rudder and the elevator. At the back, looks like we're going to have a steerable tail wheel, because we've got that to put the tail wheel into, and then we've got the push rods for the elevators and the rudder already connected up to the servos. So after we put the tail feathers in place, then we can just connect those up. The wings, so we've got the ailerons already connected up to the servo. Notice that we've got a light on the tip of each wing, which is a nice feature. And we've got these twist and turn retracts already in place. No flaps on this model, so we don't have the complication of setting that up. But you can see the nice gull wing shape that we've got. That's typical of the Corsair. And then we've got the elevators and the rudder, which will be glued in place. We've got the canopy glass and the pilot and a Y lead in a bag. You get two propellers, which is rare in a model, but it's nice to have a spare. And then we've got our bag of hardware. So we've got the tail wheel in there, and we've got the spinner, we've got a screwdriver, and we've got various screws and fittings, scale fittings. Okay. And I'll just show you this as well. So some decals there to put inside the cockpit, and also a big sheet of decals that we can put on the model afterwards. So okay, so we got the instructions, so we're going to follow these and put it together rather rapidly and see what it looks like. Okay, so that's assembly complete of this Corsair, and it does look really nice after it's all finished. It took a little while to build, longer than some other models of this size, and that's because you do have to use glue. We had to glue the wing halves together, we had to glue the tail plane, the elevators and the rudder onto the fuselage, but that doesn't take too much time. You let that dry and then you screw everything else together. So if I turn it on quickly, first you can see that I've tidied up all the wiring with some zip ties And the battery, the 4S 2500 pack, is pushed right forward to get the CG. All the servos work really nicely and smoothly, which is what you'd expect. And the nicest feature of this model are the scale retracts. So if I show you, they are the same as what you would have on the full-size Corsair. See how they twist and turn to go in flat into the wing. That is really nice. Okay, so we're good to go.
Okay, AJ. Yeah.
Okay, so I really enjoyed flying this Corsair today. It's big and scale, and it looks great in the air, especially with its gull wings, and the twist and turn retracts, which you can't beat for scale realism. So please look this up on banggood.com for a great price. That's it for this Essential RC flight test. If you're interested in watching more Essential RC flight tests, then please subscribe to this YouTube channel using the button at the top of the screen now, or you might want to join our Facebook group for news, reviews and the occasional free giveaway. But thanks for watching. See you next time.